late because what?
So I'm late because I had a demo. So like literally my calendar has been 100% packed, like beyond belief. Like literally my wife is hating me. We were at dinner yesterday. I stepped outside of dinner so I could do a qualification call in the parking lot of the restaurant. Like that's how crazy the past 10 days have been. And like whenever I say 10 days, I think it's 10 days. Let me see here. So I started ads Sunday night on the 5th. So yeah, just at, I guess in a couple hours, it'll be 10 days.
10 days. Okay.
So in 10 days, I've picked up, like I said, I don't even know. Let's see. I've got a list because I haven't worried about any type of fulfillment. Like I haven't done anything for these people. I told them I'll get back to you in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Like we'll go live in 2 weeks. That's the time frame that I've given myself. So like I haven't even worried about fulfillment. I haven't thought about it. I've literally done nothing but sales calls. I'll figure the rest of it out here in a little bit. Right? Like I know I can put ads up. I know I can get it all done. I just may have to take a day out of my calendar to do it. So I've picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the guy that I was on the phone with just now, he's 95% sure that his words, 95% sure I'm doing this. I've got 16 other locations, so I'll be getting free marketing if this works. And he was like, I was like, fine, I'll give you 24 hours. I'll call you this time tomorrow. He's like, 100%, let's do it. I was like, okay. Honestly, I probably could have closed him on the phone right then and there, but figured that'd probably take another 5 to 10 minutes. So wanted to get here, talk to everyone because I know exactly where 90% of these people are at because I was there like 2 weeks ago. Like, holy shit, I can't afford my rent, can't afford anything. Like, hopefully this client pays me this month because I need to be able to eat this month. Like, was there 10, 11 days ago. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I've ran ads for my clients. Let me throw something up. I know that these work. Like, I've seen that they work. I was like, worst case is I'm no worse off than I am now. Like, I'll owe Facebook $300 and I'll call it a rough day until I can pay it back. Right. So I went ahead, launched the ads. I punted at $60 a day, I think is what I was doing. I was like, you know, I need at least one person to say yes. So $60, I just want to try to get something to happen fast. Holy shit. I haven't even looked at my ads. I don't know how well they're still doing, but people are booking calls. Like, and the weirdest part is they're doing it at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Which means that I can't be there right away, which means that my automatic follow-up system, the one that I'm also selling to them, is taking care of that while I'm sleeping. And I use that on my pitch all the time. I'm like, how did you find me? They're like, Facebook ad. I was like, okay, then what happened? They're like, well, we went through a lead form. I scheduled a call. We did a call. Now we're on this second call. I was like, that's exactly what's going to happen to you. I'm going to run ads. I'm going to get their information. I'm going to get you on a 15-minute conversation with them. You're going to get them into your dojo, just like you were in my dojo now. Mm-hmm. And we're going to rock and roll. And they were like, holy crap, it does work.
Yeah.
Like the light bulb, like you can see their eyes like, I never even thought about that. I just went through all of this. I was like, I'm selling a $2,500 product. You're selling $109 a month.
Yeah.
If I can sell $2,500 to you from a Facebook ad, I can get you someone to buy your product for $100.
Very cool.
And so, like I said, I'm charging $2,500. I've given a discount to 2 people. One's at $1,500 and one's at $2,000. And those were just a couple of the first ones just to try to, like, I was wanting to make sure I got it closed. Plus they were paying right then and there. So what's that come up to? Right now, just with martial arts, we're looking at 1,500 plus 25 plus 2,000 plus 1,500. $10,700 just in martial arts clients in the past 10 days. So just over $700. Oh, just broke 10,000 by 700. And obviously that's.
Let me go ahead. Ryan Wilkins, doing martial arts, Facebook ads as a service, right? Why did it take us so damn long to start running ads?
Well, I was running ads for a previous niche, and this is a kind of a shout out to Nick Corm. I kind of wish I would have listened to him sooner. Whenever we were down for your mastermind class or your mastermind in Miami, me and Nick took an Uber ride back to one of the houses, and we were talking obviously about marketing. I was telling him what I was doing, what it was looking like. Like I was pumped. I'm like, I found like my golden egg. Like no one's doing this. I'm crushing it. Like the results are awesome. All I got to do is get the clients, and like I'm going to be a millionaire next month. And he was like, okay, sounds good. He's like, how many? He was like, how many have you scraped D7 or anything like that? I was like, yeah, I think I got like 2,900 people, something like that, on a list. And he was like, how many cities? I was like, all 1,000. He's like, leave it, get out of it. It's not going to work. I was like, bull crap. It will. I've seen the results. I've gotten money. It works. So for how long's that been now? What, 7, 8, 9, 10 months, something like that? Yeah. So 10 months, I banged my head against the wall saying, yes, this will work. Yes, this will work. Yes, this will work. Yes, I'm poor. Yes, I'm poor. And then finally I was like, I asked one of my meal prep clients, I said, do you have anyone that you can refer to me? I'm going to give you some money. She was like, I mean, no one in meal prep, but I'm friends with like a lot of fitness locations. I was like, okay, send me somebody. I don't care. I was like, I need some money. Like this isn't working. So she sent me a martial arts school, and I was like, okay. So I got on the phone with them. I was like, hey, they were like, all right, let's sign up. I was like, okay, well, that was an easy close. I was like, I like this referral thing. That's nice. And so I started doing their stuff, and then I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go all in on martial arts and see what happens. I was like, they're clearly open, so COVID isn't an issue. I was like, screw it. Let's do it. Put my money down on some ads on Sunday. 10 days later, like my schedule tomorrow, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 calls tomorrow. 2 of those are demo calls, so potential $5,000 tomorrow. And then I've got 2 demo calls the next day, so another 5,000. And like, I'm honestly like, if you get on a demo call with me, you're about right now, I'm closing like 75, 80%, I think. Yeah. Like almost guarantee you're going to pay me money. Yep. And like, honestly, like, and I'm not doing anything fancy. Like I'm not a genius. I'm not thinking of this on my own. I literally went through your course in the IC, pulled what I needed and said, go. I'll figure the rest out later. Like didn't put any brain effort into it. Like changed customer to my word, changed this to that word, put in a couple of my own results, put in, some white label, and then done. Leave it, whatever. I'll fix whatever's broken. And honestly, I haven't touched any of it because it hasn't been broken. Like it just worked. I didn't have to fix anything that was broken because I'm sure there's something broken in there, but right now it's 75% close rate, and most of my people are showing up for qualification calls. I actually can pull up the numbers. So specific numbers for 10 days. And if you're not using high level, then I don't know why you're running an agency. Like it does all the work for you. Obviously the no tech issue or the no tech thing you're doing still would work. This just helps make it easier and doing it at scale. But so in 10 days, I have a total of 71 people that have filled out a form.
Nice.
71. I have 18 more qual calls to do still.
Yep.
I have 6 people that have done no shows on qual calls.
Yep.
I have 1 person who's missed a demo call. I still have 5 more demo calls to do. I've got 4 people that I'm waiting to hear an answer on. My $10,000 deal, he said no to the number, but not to me. So I think we're in negotiation on that one right now for his 5 locations.
Yep.
I think I've still got to wait for him to get back to me on that. And then I've got 2 or 3 other people that are supposed to give me an answer today. So after this call, I'll be following up. So potentially, if today goes well, I can hopefully have another I can hopefully do 15,000 today. Because my lowest number that I'm willing to let the 5 schools go for is 7,500. Like, I was like, I'm not like, that's the number that's in my head. I told him to give me a number. I gave him one. It's his turn to give me one, and hopefully it's close to what I'm thinking. So, and then I've got 7,500 still on the hook. So 15,000 more potential for today.
So in your ad, you have a direct offer, like, I'll get you this, correct? So is it something like 20, 30 booked appointments, customers? It's a derivative of that, right? It's like, it's your version of that, right?
Yep.
Cool. So you're running that, and you're running that to a list of your dream clients and customers.
Yep.
And then you say, like, hey, sign up, and if you want to schedule a qualification call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not too fucking hard.
No.
And as far as like the demo, right? So you're doing the demo, you do a video screen, all that. You're using my slide decks, but you're slightly tweaking it, but it's 90% the same. Yep. What the fuck, Ryan?
Like, literally, the demo call that I just did was 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It was 40 minutes. Hypothetically, it'll total an hour of conversation with him by the time it's all said and done, because the 15-minute qual call, the 40-minute demo, and the 5 minutes that I'm going to spend on the phone with him tomorrow, for a grand total of $2,500 for an hour. I could probably get by making $2,500 an hour.
Yeah, you can make those numbers work, right?
Yeah, I could. Yeah. So, and right now, like, I haven't changed anything. Like, I haven't tried to like streamline the demo or the qual call or anything like that, just because right now it's working. If I can go ahead and, skyrocket up to $50,000 a month here within the next 10 days, which is fucking nuts to think about, then I'm going to, and then I'll worry about trying to find a way to take me out of it then. But right now I don't want to touch something that's not broken. Right. I'm enjoying the qualification calls. I'm enjoying the demo calls. Like, I have fun. We're interacting. Like, and what I think, honestly, so, and this one's, I think I figured this out accidentally. The biggest thing for me so far has been like pre-framing, right? So any sales guy is going to tell you like pre-framing is very important. And on the qualification calls, I was having 30 to 45-minute qualification calls. Not very time efficient, right? So they were asking questions like, what's the price? What's this? How do you do this? All this crap. And it was bogging up my time. So now, and this is probably like key portion of success, like controlling and sounding like you know what you're doing. The second we go on the call, I'm like, hey, it's Ron. We have a scheduled qualification call at this time. Does that ring a bell? Absolutely. It's like, okay, great. So here's how this works. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask you a few questions, as long as that's okay. Afterwards, I'm going to determine whether or not you're a good fit for me. And if you're ready to move forward, what we're going to do is we'll find another time to schedule an hour-long conversation to get on a call through Zoom. We're going to spend an hour. You need to be at a desktop, because if you're on a tablet or a phone, the connection's terrible. It doesn't work, and I'm not going to take the call. So, and then what we're going to do on this demo call, I'm going to show you how we do what we do, what it looks like, how it works, what the price is. Does that sound good? And they're like, yes. Perfect. I never get the question, what's the price again? Never.
Yeah.
They don't ask the price the entire time. I can't even tell you last time someone asked me, well, how much is this?
Right. They're asking that because they don't know what's going on.
Yep.
Now that you're telling them what's going on, they know that their question will be answered down the line.
Yep.
Very cool.
And if they do ask the price, I say it's anywhere from $200 to $5,000.
Yep.
Like, I don't know what you need. I don't know what I'm going to, like, how am I going to do this? Like, if I was going to sell you a car, how much is the car worth?
Right.
Well, it depends on what kind of car it is. I know. That's the point I'm making. Like, I don't know what kind of car you need, so how am I going to sell you a car? You don't know the price of it because you don't know what a car is. And then they're like, well, it sounds like it's going to be expensive. I was like, if you paid $100,000 for a 1992 Honda Accord, that's expensive.
Yep.
If you pay $50,000 for a brand new Lamborghini Huracan, that is cheap.
Yep.
Price is relative. And honestly, like I said, and then going through the slides, like, as long as you're going through with confidence, it honestly, like, they never have any questions.
Yeah.
I mean, and if they do, it's just simple ones like the one that I was just on. Like he stopped me right before I got to the next slide. He was like, so what if I can't get to this person like within the 5-10 minutes? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. Here's the next slide. Hold your horses. Look at this. Your problem's been solved.
Yep.
Like it's like we've done this before. And like I said, the big one, another one, this one's pretty big as well, the price thing. So on the onboarding docs, because I use your onboarding docs as well prior to the demo. So we get on a call, we're sitting here face to face, just like you and I. I say, hey, I'm going to ask you a few more questions just to make sure that I've got your business understood. I don't want to proceed if I've got things wrong. And they're like, okay, no problem. So like asking more questions doesn't sound weird. We go through, I check off, making sure that they're doing what their marketing is. Because my qualification call is like a mixture of qualification and onboarding.
Yeah.
At least it's somehow turned into that. I don't know how. But so by the time we do the onboarding docs, it's pretty much just like checking off the boxes like, hey, this is right. Hey, this is right. Hey, this is right. And then I get to how much is it that you charge per month for your students?
Yep.
Okay, well, we charge $150. Okay. And how long do they typically stay? Oh, we keep everyone for 90. We keep 90% of everyone.
Yeah.
We keep 90% of everyone. It's like, perfect. I'm glad you're confident. So is it safe to say that you charge $100 a month? If I got you, each student is going to be worth $1,200. They're like, yeah, that's about right. That's about what I have. Okay, great. Leave it alone. Move to the next question. On the demo, we come to this nice little exercise slide.
Yeah.
Because I kept the exercise slide. I saw that and I was like, what the hell is the exercise? Whatever, I'll figure it out. Delete it. Sure enough, I type in, you said one student is worth $1,200. Right. Okay, good. Just making sure. So if I get you 10 of those, that means you're going to make $12,000, right?
Yep, that's what I said, so it must be true.
Right? You said that, so it must be true. And at any point, if there's hesitation, like if they're like, we do not move from this slide until they're in 100% agreement that the numbers that I'm putting on this piece of paper are right.
Yep.
At any point in time, if they want to disagree, like that's fine. We'll figure it out. Okay, well then you tell me. So now that we've gotten 10 at $1,200, that's $12,000 for 1 month. Sounds pretty good. If we did this over the course of 12 months, this is what it's going to look like. If I worked with you for 12 months and I only brought you in 10 people, you're going to make another $140,000 added to your yearly revenue. Does that number sound right? They're like, well, the other numbers were right, so that number must be right. So yeah, you're right. Perfect. Let's go on. We get to the price, and honestly, I haven't had a whole lot of sticker shock. Like I really expected like $2,500 for me. Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like I was charging $1,500, and I thought that was a lot of money. I raised my price. They quit thinking it was a lot of money whenever I raised my price. Like they're like, I've never. That one of my clients, I asked him, I was like, "What's the most you've ever spent on marketing in a month?" $300. I was like, "Holy crap, he's not gonna. There's no way this is gonna work." I was like, "Well, whatever. Move forward." We get there, $2,500. He pays on the phone. One call, we're done. He's like, your guarantee, you obviously know what you're doing, or because no one else guarantees anything. 2, no one's charging this. I'm like, I know, because 1, they don't know what they're doing, and 2, they're not doing what we are doing.
Yep.
All they're going to do is send you leads and say, good luck, have fun. Doesn't do you any good. You spend all your time either on the phone with leads that are terrible, people are pissed off at you because you're calling, blah, blah, blah. Our follow-up system handles all of that for you.
Mm-hmm.
And they love it. They're like, yes. And I don't even know why. Like $2,500 is a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And these people have been closed for 3 months. So obviously, like they're in a tight spot. They're hell. California's been shut down again. Michigan's been shut down again, at least for gyms. Mm-hmm. And like I had a client in California was like, "Hey, is this still gonna work?" I was like, "I got you. Even if it doesn't, we'll pause it. I'll do some other work for you for free. Like I will take care of you. You're in good hands. Don't worry about it." And they're like, "All right, sweet, let's go." Perfect. Have a client. Oh, by the way, I have a client in Miami. So if you need any martial arts, let me know. He typically deals with kids, but great guy. I think you'd love him. So if you need anyone in Miami, I got you hooked up.
Let me rephrase real fast. I want to make sure that people watching this like actually understand it. Like up until, I mean, you've been in the IC for a while, and you never really had this like aggressive machismo-ness towards like your business.
Mhm.
Like at no point were you ever like running ads or anything like that. And one day you're chatting with Nick and you're like, I think this thing could work. He's like, nope, the ad audience isn't big enough. You fight him for 7 months. And one day you're like, screw it. I got nothing to lose. I'm just going to run ads.
Yep.
You run ads with a direct offer to a qualification call to a demo. That's it.
Mhm.
Right? Most people that mess this up, you tell me if I'm wrong here, have a weak ad with a weak direct offer.
Yep.
Or don't own the qualification call or don't own the demo. Correct?
Mhm.
Yep. You do the demo, you show them the song and dance, you do the exercise. I mean, it's the same thing, the stupid, simple process. And then here's the ad and we follow up and guarantee it, right?
Yeah. My process is actually the 5 stupid, simple processes. And then the next slide is, it really is simple. Like it's pretty much, it's about 90% yours.
Yep. And the changes you made were like your client's language. Like I can say patients, you have to say students or something like that,
Yep.
right? Yeah. And now you're closing people on the phone. They're like, I want to start immediately. And that's it.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
let me ask, everybody that's watching this is going to have that fear of fulfillment thing. Like my car's not good enough, right? Like what I'm doing isn't worth it, right? Everybody's going to have that. And you kind of put that to the side. How did you manage to just, we're going to deal with that later. Like, are you just going to have a build day? Do you have someone else doing that for you? Like, how are you going to fulfill these orders type of question?
So it's a little bit of both. So my white labeler does fitness, not necessarily martial arts. So we've kind of almost teamed up with it to where, you know, we're tackling it together. He's still managing the ads and like watching over them, but I'm going through to make sure like, hey, the wording's right. Hey, this is right. And we're still building it up. Because obviously, like I said, with 5, 6 clients now, like we're getting to the point where we are actually a fairly good sized company overnight. So like I'm having to right now, I'm going to have to I've set aside every Sunday to not do calls.
That's your
that's my, hey, I'm either going to spend time with family, I'm going to work, but like no calls are happening on Sunday because I've got to have a time to break. Because honestly, like I've been on calls for like 7 hours straight and it's terrible because I forgot to schedule a potty break.
Yep.
Like legitimately, like I have to put in a time on my calendar for me to be able to go to the bathroom or I'm not going to be able to go.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, and if you would have told me that 2 weeks ago, I'd have been like, whatever. Like that doesn't happen. That's not real. Like you have to be making millions of dollars for your schedule to look like that. Honestly, I think total right now in the 10 days, I think I've spent $500 in ads.
Yeah.
Maybe
10
maybe a little
grand.
less. Like $500 in ads. And that's honestly like they're not doing as well as they were because I haven't had time to mess with them. And that's okay. Like it's a slower trickle in and I'm okay with that. Because I've got to catch up. I've got 20 people right now that have signed up and have not been reached out to.
So you went from 0 to 10K in a week with a working process. Not perfect, probably a bit perfect, but it works, right? And you're not going, oh my God, I need to shoot my qualification call video. You're not going, oh my God, I need my soap opera sequence perfect. I'm pretty sure something in high level is broken. Right?
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah. I had a follow-up text message that I got raked over the coals over. Like 5 people were like, you sound super pushy. I don't know that I want to work with you. And in my head, I'm like, you sound super like a baby. I don't really know that I want to work with you, but I will change this up a little bit. So like, and then like, I got like 3 qualification calls out of that text message, but I also got like 3 people that are like, whoa, dude, pump your brakes. I was like,
Yeah.
I read over it and I was like, yeah, that did sound a little bit aggressive. I was like, let me tone that back. But I didn't read over it. Like I wrote it out. I was like, gotta send it. I'll deal with something else later. And I dealt with the problem later, not worrying about whether or not it was perfect. Honestly, like, and I'll have to say, like, the running the ads and it working and being stupid simple, like all of that, like you going through your steps with the first set of the first business you did, the second startup you did, like all of those, like it showed that, because I was always like bogged down, like, oh, my Facebook profile isn't good, my business page, like I don't have comments, I don't have any likes, like no one's gonna trust me, no one's gonna believe this is gonna work, so I don't want to waste my money. Literally, like I had a comment on one of my ads. They were like, they looked at my Facebook page. They were like, you've been open for 2 years. You have no reviews. You have like 50 people that have liked your page. He was like, I don't trust you. I was like, I've been open for 2 years, have no reviews, including bad ones on my page. If this was a scam, everyone would have commented on my page that this is a scam. And I cannot remove Facebook reviews. So you would know 100% if I was a scam. They don't respond back.
Yeah.
But because of all the comments of like because my offer is like phenomenal. And I may have to change it because I get a lot of responses. Like, there's no way this is true. It's got to be a scam. Like, that's how good my offer is.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good that they're calling it a scam because no one else in this industry takes care of them like that.
Right. So let me ask you this. Your ads are working.
Mm-hmm.
Your qualification calls are working. Your demos are working. You're closing people. Everything is working. Mm-hmm. And you have partnered with a white label fulfillment guy, and you don't have to say their name or the company, nothing like that. And the white label guy or gal is doing like 90% of the work for you, just doing some edits and changes, right? Do you think that this broken but working process, minimum viable agency, whatever we're calling it, is going to keep working? Or do you feel like this is just like a one-time oopsie daisy, ain't going to happen again kind of thing?
Whenever I closed the first one, so I got on my first demo call, closed them, they paid all $2,500 right out the bat, the very first demo call I did. I was like, okay, I got lucky, no big deal.
Yeah.
Second one, closed. Third one, closed. Like, I was literally posting like every 10 minutes in the IC about all the demos, the closes, the quals, like just nonstop. And I was like, there's got to be a breaking point.
Yeah.
Week 2 starts up. Have a terrible Monday. Like, that Monday was whenever I say terrible, like I mean terrible. Everything that could go wrong was. Had one client was like, wife said, no way she thinks this is gonna work. I've got to try to talk her into it. We're gonna have to back out for now. Okay, no big deal. Internet wasn't working for half my demo calls. My 1-year-old ripped out the internet cord to where I had 0 internet.
Okay.
I went to go find said cord, couldn't find it anywhere. No one sold that cord because AT&T has some special magic cord that they only use. So I was like, how am I going to do this? Terrible. Went to AT&T, was like, hey, do you have this cord? No, we do not sell that cord. You'll have to order it and have it shipped. An internet business with a cord being shipped to you, that's not very good. He's like, but there's more. I'm pretty confident I have that cord out in my trunk.
Okay.
Okay. We walk out to this dude's trunk, and he's like, yeah, here's a spare cord. Appreciate it. There you go. Are you fucking kidding me? And then from there on, I had another demo call, and I had a demo call that night. He's supposed to get back to me today on a yes or no. It went well. He liked it, enjoyed me, had great conversation. And from there on, again, it started picking back up, started closing people, started demos, started enjoying it again. Like, yes, I had a bad day.
Yeah.
And if I would have let that bad day, validate the fact that, yes, last week was a fluke, this is reality, everything else is going to suck. If I would have let that happen, 100%, I don't think I would have closed anyone else.
Yeah.
I think I would have gone ahead and said, you're right, that was a fluke. I would have taken those few clients. Everything else would have failed each and every day. I would have said, nope, doesn't work. Jeff's a liar. It worked for a couple little bits, but now it's not.
Yeah.
But I didn't let that get me. And I'm glad I didn't, because it's still working The second week, no different than the first, other than I've got more calls to do.
Yep.
Like I showed my friend at dinner yesterday, like my calendar. I was like, this was my calendar last week.
Yeah.
This is my calendar this week. He's like, holy shit. I was like, and he knows nothing about marketing. Like he just saw all the lines and was like, God. Because he was like, hey, you want to hang out Friday? I was like, let me look at my calendar. Like it's that bad. Like I'm literally having to book everything in my calendar.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you want to come over at 4, that's fine.
You got to leave 4:30.
I'm leaving work at 5, so you can come hang out. Like you and your wife can come hang out with my wife. Y'all can cook on the grill while I'm up here. But until 5, like I've got meetings.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it has been insane.
That's how it's supposed to be. Like you're supposed to have people hitting your calendar saying, I saw your ad. I'm interested in buying what you have to sell. You just got to like nudge them correctly. And you're using like the case study process where it's like, we don't have a case study in your area. Are you using that type of idea?
Yep, 100%. And actually, I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm still working on something. I came up with an idea last night before bed, but I've also been working on another one. So I do the case study area, and it drops from $4,100 to $2,500. That's my price. There's no case study in your area. Once there is, I'm going to start charging my normal price of $4,100. But for now, it's $2,500 as long as you're our first one. I had one guy who has, I think it was like 10 locations, and he said, if you had a case study in my area, I'd pay you the $4,100 and wouldn't bat an eye. I was like, you messed up because I'm going to give someone in that location free marketing until it works, so that they can go to them and say, hey, it works. Even if that's a week, like I will spend $1,000 in ads for them in a day to get them 10 people that have paid them money in a day. Like I'm not like Billie Jean style. Like I'm going to blow your freaking phone up for 2 days, and then we're going to go to this guy and he's going to pay for your marketing. Like, and that's honestly, like I've got that in the works. Like I've already got 2 people that I'm supposed to be meeting with to make sure that we make one, because I still want to qualify to make sure that they're a good fit. Like I don't want to just do it for anyone.
So why is it, do you think, that some people are just having so much trouble with like doing this process? Because they don't like think the fulfillment works, because they don't figure out the ads, they're not good with the sales. Like what about those 3 boxes? Are they like, oh my God, I can't do prospecting, sales, fulfillment? Like why are people frozen? You know what I mean?
I mean, honestly, like for me, fulfillment was obviously like a really big one. Like my guarantee is like it's very good, right? Like no one else in this industry for what I'm doing is offering it, not even close.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I was like, what happens if this doesn't work?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm fucked, which means I've got to make it work. I'm charging extra so that I can make sure that it's working, right?
Yeah.
Like my guarantee is backed up by my price, because if that means that I have to spend $2,500 in ads, I'm going to spend $2,500 in ads. So I'm taking on the burden and saying, look, I'm going to do these for you, and I'm okay if that means that I have to give up more money to make it happen. Because $2,500 in ads, you can make the money back, right? Like anyone who spends $2,500 a month in an ad, as long as they know something about ads, you should be able to succeed.
So it sounds more like the reason why people aren't working with this is because they aren't going confidently into the night. Is that what it is?
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I had no clue if my fulfillment was going to work. Like literally, I was booking these calls, still had no clue. Like, would this work? Like,
you still booked the call because you were going to prove that you had the business and then find a factory to fix it, right?
Yep. So my ads for my first martial arts client went live 2 or 3 days ago, maybe 4. And within the first day, they had 6 people scheduled to walk into the door.
I'm not saying the guy's name, but I know who your white label guy is. He's trustworthy. He's good.
Yeah. So within 6 days, or within the first 8 hours, the ads went live at like 11 or 12 at night. And by 8 a.m. that morning, I texted my guy. I was like, hey, just a heads up, your ads are live. He was like, yeah, I saw we had 3 people already scheduled to come in. 8 hours. Overnight, 3 people already scheduled to walk into the doors. I was like,
And that's
thank
where,
God I'm not gonna have to give everyone their money back.
thank
I was
God.
like, thank God this is gonna work. And obviously,
Yeah.
like each location, I'm sure I'm gonna have, you know, my hiccups and my issues. But you know, I had one guy, he was like, so how long do you have to get me that? I was like, well, I'm gonna ask for money again at the end of the month.
Yeah.
I was like, if I haven't reached this, it's gonna be awfully hard for me to get you to pay me again. He's like, well,
Right.
I mean, that's fair. I was like, I know. I was like, obviously, like, I want to be 100% transparent with you. I was like, my goal is not to give you your money back. If for whatever reason it breaks and I end up with 25 and you want to continue to the next month, like, I won't just like, I'll give you another option outside of just getting your money back. Right. And he was like, oh, so I have even more options. And in my head, I'm like, really? Like, he was happy about that? Like, I would have been like, thank God I'm getting my money back. And he's like, okay, I can still work with you and like we can figure something out. So like I've got contingency plans in place. If it does fail, like if I have to give a free month of marketing, I'll gladly give you a free month of marketing instead of giving you all of your money back plus a lot more. So like there's so many different ways to like solve the problems. Quit trying to solve them before they happen.
Yeah.
Like
So
there's no sense in solving a problem if it hasn't happened.
Like people watching have no idea how massively impactful it is. Like there's no sense in solving problems that do not exist.
Yes,
Right.
you're wasting your time. Like honestly, if I spent this past week and a half trying to fulfill or take care of the first client that I signed, I would have missed out on, as of right now, potentially $30,000 in 15 days.
So I want to make sure that I understand this correctly. You found a white label guy, right, who's doing 90% of your fulfillment. You put out an offer out there that you researched, that you knew was competitive, like this is going to do it, very offer treadmill style. And then like, I'm going to put this out to a list of people through Facebook ads. They're going to hit my calendar. Let's talk, close, done.
Yep.
Not hard.
Nope. And here's another sticking point. What ad do I run? What if the picture doesn't look good? The freaking picture that's gotten me $20, $30, $40,000 is a cartoon.
I know.
It's a cartoon. Like
my ad right now is literally like a dentist without any PPE, nothing like that, shoving his hands as some person does. It's like the worst ad ever. It's surrounded by a yellow button that says "Attention Dentists." There's no way this is good enough.
Mine's like neon orange.
Yeah.
It's neon orange with like karate stick figures doing kung fu. Like, no way would I have, like, in my right mind, no way would I have used that ad.
Yeah.
And for sure I would not have picked it to win. I tested a few at the very beginning and it blew the rest of them out of the water. Like, it wasn't even close. And I was like, are you serious? Like, that worked? Maybe I'll run these for my clients. I don't know. like that's honestly what's going through my head. I'm like, everything has gone so well. And I say it's a lot of luck, but honestly, like you as well as anyone else who has seen me in the IC, like I've been here a while.
Yeah.
I've been very active, making sure I attended the meetings, making sure that I showed up to your calls, your lunch and learns, master classes. Like I'm in almost even the last master class that we just did, I already knew a good portion of that information, still showed up.
Yep.
Maybe there's something I can learn that's going to help, still showed up.
Yeah.
And so like I've busted my butt the past year and a half, quit my job. Like I'm not doing this on the side. Like I committed to this full time technically, but I didn't commit to it full time until 11 days ago.
Yeah. Like in your brain wasn't like all the way all in until
I would sit on the couch and hope that people would miraculously call my phone and say, hey, I would love to pay you $1 million. Can we start tomorrow? Like looking back, like that's exactly what I was hoping for because I was not doing anything to make it happen. And I was always worried about like the logo's got to be pretty. This has got to be good. Like I was more worried about like superficial things that weren't moving the needle. And like I would spend like an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours changing up a logo because I thought that was going to make the difference. They don't care what the logo looks like. I don't even think any of them have seen my logo. Like I can honestly say I've made almost, $15,000 in this month alone, and none of them know what my logo looks like. Not a single one.
I made my brand new business page. You saw it. I documented the whole thing in 30 minutes, right? It's a tooth. I have no website. My emails are gross and ugly. I'm pretty sure something is broken. My SMTP settings are 100% wrong, right? My automations are a bit funky, and people are still paying me money. It has nothing to do with that, like with the logo, with spending years trying to figure out copy. There's copy mistakes, like very clear grammatical errors, right? They don't care.
Nope.
They don't.
And I had one client ask me a question, and I started to freak out for a while. Like I spent like 10 minutes freaking out after we got off the phone. They were like, "So are you incorporated?" I was like, "No, we it's an LLC." And they were like, "Okay, so we're gonna be able to find it in this state." I was like, "Oh crap! Like they're actually gonna look this up." I was like, because I did do an LLC like 2 years ago. The current name is not the same. So like, and that's like revoked and like all gone. Like it's broken now because I just didn't keep it up. I was like, screw it, whatever. Didn't pay attention to it. So if you go on there and you look up the old name, you'll find it and it'll say revoked from the state of Arkansas.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, fuck, like they're going to look at that. Like they're going to call me out on it. It's going to be an issue. No, I've already taken the full payment from them.
Yeah.
No problem. I don't even know if they looked. They just asked the question. Like I freaked out for nothing. Like I was like, oh my God, I need to go ahead and like file this really quick. Like brain started freaking out. And finally I was like, you know what? I got a call to get to, whatever.
Yeah.
And like, it was a non-issue, and I make a bigger issue out of everything that shouldn't. Like I said, I literally for the past 10, 11 days, I haven't done anything but qual calls, sales calls, and that's about it. I've got it automatically set up to ask them for their information, all the information that I need. So like once they've paid, all the information I need is taken care of.
Yep.
Go high level is automatically created.
Yep.
Like I don't have to even create their go high level. The snapshot's automatically imported. All their information's already filled in. They already got an access to go high level. Like all of this crap is already done. So literally all I have to do, like I've already got the information, so I don't have to worry about trying to go get it. It's already there. It's just sitting here waiting for me to say, all right, attention, Miami. All right, we're good. Attention, Chicago. We're good. Like that's about all that's left. So I don't have a whole lot to freak out about.
Cool.
It's phenomenal. Like the tools to be a millionaire 10 times over are sitting in a folder in your course. 100%. Like, and I've known that, which is why like I've been here the whole time. Like I know that it's there. I know that it works, and I know that you know what you're doing, and you make everything so damn simple. Like, and the reason that I speaking of, by the way, I'm like, so my mentor always told me that if simple didn't work, it's because you didn't make simple work. I was like, I'm living by that. And they were like, I like that. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Like literally, like, and depending on how things go, I may even share one of my demos. Like, obviously, I want to. There's some people that would probably have to have some inputs on it, but like, just do it. Like, I'm pretty sure the same demo I'm using is in your IC.
So here's what's interesting. So there's questions coming in saying like, hey, so how big is your audience? Or hey, how do you automate your high level? And I think that what does, like, unless you're $20,000 a month, don't even ask me about how to automate your high level. That almost doesn't matter, right?
Right.
Almost does. That is dessert. That is not your main course, right? And
Scott said, are you doing part of your demo via pre-recorded video? Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Right now, I'm not like to answer it. Like, but I did think about. I had that exact same question. Jeff did it, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I should make it. I should do this. And I was like, you know what? I don't have time. Let's go.
Yeah.
I just didn't worry about it. Yes, in the future, it is something that I'm more likely going to focus on. I've already had to start reaching out to people for appointment setters. I've already reached out to a couple people for sales, a sales team. Like, I'm literally having to start building a team, and I'm having to do it fast. But I'm not worried about it until I need it, right?
Yep.
Like, that means that I have to get on the phone with a client and say, hey, look, I know I told you 2 weeks. Don't worry about it. It's going to be up. Hey, I know I said 2 weeks, but we're on week 3. Like, it'll be up tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, if that has to be the conversation, then it has to be the conversation.
Yeah.
But
and you can have that conversation after you've done your prospecting and you're selling, not before.
Yeah. So I'm, like I said, I'm not worried about it. I want to make sure that everyone's taken care of, but I don't want to waste my time worrying about everyone. Like I was up till 2 a.m. with this proposal. And the whole time I was like, oh my God, what should I put in it? Like, how does it, like, I was still going through all that brain trash. And then finally I was like, you know what? Screw it. Hey, we do A, B, C, and D. It's going to cost you 1, 2, 3. Here you go. Sent it off, a $10,000 proposal. And I was like, fuck it, whatever. Like, whatever. I don't care. Like, one, it's nice to not care. And two, like, he responded. He was like, look, it's too expensive for what we're doing. He was like, unless you significantly reduce your fee, we can't work together. I was like, I'd love to work with you. Send me a number that makes sense. If it makes sense for both of us, yes. If not, like, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Like, it's a $10,000 deal. And I'm like, look, if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. Like, no big deal. And you can
you can say that because you have all these other qualification calls, all these other inbounds, all these other demos, right? You're not looking at this and saying, this is my one shot. You got more, right?
Exactly. And that's a big one. Like, I've had those one shots, and it's like, especially when you, like, this is what you're doing for a living. Like, if you're living like paycheck to paycheck, barely making it, like, it's a big deal, like, to get one client. Like, I get that. And like, it is to me too. Like, I've got bills that I've still got to pay. I've got a mortgage. I've got a wife. I've got 2 kids. I've got electricity. Like, I've got all this shit, and there's no way it gets paid unless I do the work. And so, like, I freak out, but at the same time, like, if I just buckle down, like, I know I'm confident. I know what I'm doing. I know this process works. I know that if it doesn't work, I can reach out to someone to help make it work. Like, I can find someone who is smarter than me to make an ad work if it's 100% broken. Like, if that means that I have to pay them $500 to fix that problem, like, if me and my white labeler are completely tanking, like, we're not even halfway there, we've got 5 days left, I can find someone, pay them $500 to $1,000 to fix the problem and make it go away. Like, there's a solution to the problem, but don't worry about that until you have a problem. Like, that's honestly, like, the biggest thing. Like, and then someone, are you using the same squeezes as Jeff? Like, I don't even know what that means. Like,
the problem, Ryan, right now is I have to break because at 2:30 I'm getting interviewed by Stephen Larson. So, like, I have to break right now. But
not a problem.
We're gonna talk later. Go make an extra 10 grand. We'll do part 2, and we'll talk later. Okay.
All right, everyone, comment if you want me to reach out to you. I'll try to answer some questions on the side. But appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Well done, buddy. Proud of you. We'll talk later, all right?
All right, bye.